Warning, I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot. But I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised.
Imagine climbing over a cliff to get to your bed. The next home on our tour is one of the world's largest and most unusual. It's twice as big as computer billionaire Bill Gates' home. Well now. And Christy guarantees that we've never seen anything like it before. Take a look.
Peter Nygard, Canadian clothing manufacturer, accused of raping 10 women and girls in class action lawsuit. We knew that. Valentine's Day. 10 women filed a civil class action lawsuit on Thursday accusing one of Canada's wealthiest businessmen and clothing manufacturers, Peter Nygard, of raping them at his seaside mansion in the Bahamas and operating what they refer to as a, quote, sex trafficking ring. The women are seeking damages for the alleged rapes. 3 of the women were 14 years old at the time of the alleged rapes. 3 others were 15. The alleged rapes took place between 2008 and 2015. Although he was accused of rape in 1980 and has been accused of sexual harassment many times. Lawsuit alleges bribery. The women are not named in the lawsuit to protect their identities because of the sensitive and highly personal nature of this matter. According to the lawsuit filed in New York, Nygard recruited, lured, and enticed young, impressionable, and often impoverished children and women with cash payments and false promises of lucrative modeling opportunities to assault, rape, and sodomize them. There are no criminal charges associated with any of the allegations. Well, ain't that some shit? There should be. The lawsuit goes on to accuse Nygard of drugging women by putting Rohypnol and or other mind-altering drugs in their drinks. Rohypnol, also known as the date rape drug, and it's a benzodiazepine. I can't take anything like that. They knock me the fuck out. It also alleges he initiated a scheme to purchase police protection and political cover in the Bahamas by making regular payments of tens of thousands of dollars to law enforcement, government officials, regulators, and even to a former cabinet minister who became the prime minister of the Bahamas. It further claims Nygard also paid people using Nygard company money to intimidate his former girlfriends by slashing their tires, committing arson, paying police to threaten to arrest them, and by having them followed. Pamper parties.
So here we are, we're on our way into the Nygard Pamper Day. What Peter has created over the last 50 years was a way girls could come to his home and get pampered. They get their nails done, they get their toes done, they get to have a chef, a famous chef, cook for them all day, and a bartender make them drinks all day, and professional beach volleyball players teach them how to play volleyball. And he's a famous clothing designer, and he's just killing it now with these slim jeans, so you're going to have to put his pants on. He wants you in his pants. That's his slogan. Peter wants you in his pants.
According to Thursday's lawsuit, the alleged rapes took place after or during what Nygard has referred to as pamper parties at his home in the Bahamas. His staff were instructed to recruit young women for the weekly parties. When guests checked in, their details would be entered in a database and photos sent to Nygard for review. Nygard would then use this information to select his potential victims for the night. The lawsuit claims Nygard has a database of more than 7,500 underage girls and women. The lawsuit also includes details of the alleged assaults against the 10 women who made the allegations. The allegations include vaginal rape, anal rape, oral sex, and requests to urinate or defecate in Nygard's mouth. Oh, I knew he wanted them to shit on him, but in his fucking mouth? He's a shit eater. According to the lawsuit, one of the complainants, who was 14 at the time, said the encounter began with Nygard showing her pornography. Then Nygard asked her to use a sex toy on him, and it ended when he raped her, causing her extraordinary trauma and pain. The lawsuit says he paid the complainants thousands of dollars after each of the rapes. The Nygard companies fund all of Nygard's pamper parties by transferring cash from the company's bank account in Canada and routing it through New York. The lawsuit says Nygard's destruction of innocent lives is immeasurable, it says. When Nygard became aware of the investigation into his sex trafficking ring, he resorted to tactics of violence, intimidation, bribery, and payoffs to attempt to silence the victims and to continue his scheme. That kind of sounds like Epstein.
This is the owner, Canadian mogul Peter Nygard, whose mega successful company makes women's clothing sold everywhere from Saks to Sears.
It's like a personal resort. It's big. It's about 150,000 square feet.
In fact, Peter's home is so big that guests need electric cars to move around the compound's 4 acres.
You're going to drive into your house?
We're going to drive into your house.
Peter designed the place himself, ensuring that each of the 20 bedrooms has magnificent views. Each room has a name and a personality. This one is called Cliffhanger, built so it literally dangles over the sea.
Come on, this is truly Robinson Crusoe.
Oh my gosh.
Watch how it rocks.
There's a 10-year statute of limitations for cases like this under New York law. And if you're wondering why it's New York, it's probably because his company, Nygard, is located in Times Square.
This year, the company celebrates a new milestone in its history with the opening of the new world headquarters in the middle of Times Square.
The lawsuit requests it be extended because the complainants, quote, were impeded because of a combination of force, threats of force, shame, embarrassment, fear, political and law enforcement corruption, weak laws that are rarely enforced to protect the victim, and bribery. Additional lawsuits. Thursday's allegations followed 2 additional lawsuits accusing Nygard of sexual assault that were filed in LA in January and came to light recently. Nygard denies those as well. One lawsuit is from an unnamed woman who claims Nygard sexually assaulted and falsely imprisoned her while she was a minor. The age of consent in California is 18, therefore she was under. The incidents began, the lawsuit alleges, at Nygard's home in California in 2012 and continued during a trip to China on his private plane, in a club in New York, and while visiting Florida. I wonder who they were visiting. Nygard committed sexual battery upon the plaintiff by acting with the intent to cause a harmful or offensive contact with the intimate parts of the plaintiff's body. Defendant Nygard intentionally deprived plaintiff of her freedom of movement by the use of menace, fraud, deceit, and or unreasonable duress for an appreciable period of time. The second lawsuit was filed by a former employee of Nygard who says she managed a medical cannabis facility for him in Los Angeles. Man, he's got a weed place? Fuck this guy. Giving it a bad name. The woman is named in the lawsuit, but CBC News has decided to withhold her identity because of the nature of the allegations. She claims in her lawsuit that Nygard touched her sexually without consent on several occasions between 2016 and 2018. Nygard caused a harmful or offensive contact with the woman's breast and or buttocks and or groin. On one occasion, the lawsuit says, Nygard said that her ass looked amazing. He said, "You know what they say about pregnant women." He said they wanted more, while making forward motion with his hips. I guess he was open air. The lawsuit alleges the woman was ordered to invite women to attend parties at Nygard's home in California, and that he would then choose a few of them to stay the night with him. Defendant Nygard paid these women for their services. Plaintiff objected to being forced to be involved in procuring women for defendant Nygard. She told him she was not a madam and she didn't want to be involved in these activities. According to the lawsuit, the woman quit in 2018, following the alleged assaults and claims Nygard failed to pay the salary and benefits he promised. And Nygard blames it all on his ex-neighbor and the 10-year feud they had.
Peter invited the local Bahamians mixing with his many celebrity friends to create lifelong memories. Peter Nygard has hosted and attended many star-studded events. He's developed long-lasting friendships with a number of royalty, celebrities, and locals, including 41st President George Bush Sr. became one of Peter's closest friends. Peter dedicated his #1 suite with a 360 view as the George Bush Presidential Suite. In turn, George Bush has stated this is one of the most magnificent places he's ever visited. Other dignitaries that have been seen at Nygard Key included Princess Michael of Kent, Crown Princess Marie Chantal of Greece, Sarah Ferguson and Her Royal Highness, and Prince Albert of Monaco. The saying goes, if you want to see celebrities in Bahamas, go to Nygard Key. Celebrities included Robert De Niro, Sean Connery. Other celebrities included Paris Hilton, rapper Lola Monroe, Bahamas' own Lenny Kravitz, Jamaican singer Beanie Man, Michael Jackson,
Sugar Hill is in the house, baby. We're here at Peter Nygard's. We're going to rock the house this weekend.
I saw pictures and videos of this place before I came here, and as amazing as that looked, it doesn't do it justice at all. You need to see it to believe it. It's the 8th wonder of the world.
And somebody was recording on Nygard Key while Nygard himself was berating one of his employees. Basically, he was yelling at him and screaming at him for about 5 fucking minutes. It's so awkward, and you feel so bad for the guy. You can't really hear everything he says, but just you could feel it just listening. I'll just play a clip.
You to come here, you to make sure that they go here. That's what I'm missing right now.
So, Chief, listen. Everyone was over.
I already. I expected you to come here and you to get them out. And there's no way that Linda makes any new rules around here. And if you have any confusion about that, you ask me for it. She does not make the rules.
And evidently, Nygard used the same PR firm as Epstein and Weinstein. From Kirby Summers on Twitter, these sexual predators have all used the same PR firm, Citric and Company. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Peter Nygard, and Roman Catholic Archdiocese of LA on their 2012 sex abuse scandal. Citric & Company is an LA-based public relations firm founded in 1989 by its chair and CEO, Michael Citric. Citric & Company is known for handling of famous or controversial clients. In 2009, it was established to have more than 1,000 clients. Its work earned Citric the title of, quote, the king of crisis PR, and its founder, Citric, has been widely referenced as a fixer. Convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein hired the firm following negative press received after rekindling his friendship with Prince Andrew. In 2014, the matter was still before courts, with Citric & Company claiming Epstein still had not paid an outstanding $103,000 bill. In October 2017, Citric & Company was hired by Harvey Weinstein following news reports regarding the Harvey Weinstein sexual abuse allegations. Is it kind of weird that he designed his island like the Mayans? Weren't they into ritualistic sacrifice? I mean, he is a shit-eating, stem cell-eating Dracula. Wait a minute. Dracula means son of the dragon. Or devil. Nygard's name backwards is Dragon. Spelled a little differently, but it's still Dragon. Holy shit. He is Dracula. Fucking stoned. I bet you his breath smells like shit.
I got a motherfucking spaceship. Oh, fuck. Oh, cool. I got it.